third Thursday in June is National Kidney Cancer Awareness Day. In March of 2024, Corey Wiederin was diagnosed with a rare and aggressive form of kidney cancer. Since that day, he and his family have lived by the motto, handle hard better. But Corey didn't walk this path alone. He and his two boys made a promise, one simple, powerful mission, to play catch together every day for 365 days, no matter the weather, the time of day, or how Corey was feeling. Unfortunately, Corey passed away from kidney cancer on January 13th, 2026. Corey's wife, Brittany, and their two sons, Kellen and Beckett, continued the promise and played catch every day since. Tonight we celebrate more than a pitch. We celebrate love, strength, and showing up for each other every single day. At this time, please stand up and cheer louder than you ever have as we welcome Brittany, Kellen, and Beckett to the field to throw out our ceremonial first pitches. There you go, Brittany. All right, put down that number one. Bring the heat. Thank you for showing your support for an incredible father, a fighter, and a true example of what it means to face the hard and handle the hard better. Oh man, I started to tear up a little bit. It was tough. Let's keep that energy going, baseball fans, as we welcome you to tonight's Varsity Boys baseball match featuring the Waukee Warriors, taking on your Ankeny Hawks. When our game begins, our umpires in charge are Dustin Blackburn and Mike Kelly. The Warriors are led by head coach Dave Dirks, assistant coaches Griffin Hatton, Dave Middleton, Reggie Stalzer, and Cale Weaver. Starting lineup for the Warriors, leading off, center fielder, number 18, Matt Meeker. Batting second, shortstop, number 2, Gavin DeJesus. Batting third, second baseman, number 1, Braden Moore. Batting fourth, the DH, number 8, Ryan Langeling. Batting fifth, left fielder, number 22, Pete Craig. Batting sixth, the third baseman, number 19, Griffin Landholm. Batting seventh, catcher, number 6, Zach Randall. Batting eighth in right field, number 3, Finn Faber. Batting ninth at first base, number 4, Cale Seiler. And tonight's pitcher for the Warriors, number 7, Gavin Weinshank. Your Hawks are led by head coach Joe Ballvance, assistant coaches Trey Zantz, Tyler McDonald, Dante Dolash, Lucas Jewell, and Brian Baker. And now, get up, get loud, it's time! Starting lineup for the Hawks, leading off in left field, number 8, Easton Lowe. Batting second in center field, number 24, Jackson Romig. Batting third, the right fielder, number 16, Ace Parton. Batting cleanup, the DH, number 6, Ryan Buffington. Batting fifth, behind the dish, number 18, Max Wade. Batting 6, the first baseman, number 5, Ryan Willie. Batting second at third base, number 27, Drake Allison. Batting eighth, the second baseman, number 22, Austin Hands. Batting ninth, the shortstop, number 17, Norman Ha. And on the mound for the Hawks with the ball, pitcher number 9, Braden Kern. At the
More Iowans drive Chevy than any other brand, and nearly 25% of the new Chevrolets sold last year came from the Carl Auto Group. Since 1978, we've exceeded expectations with an unbeatable selection and hard work that makes us your dealer for life. Come see why Iowans trust Carl Chevrolet, with locations in Ankeny, Stewart, and Webster City.
Your dealer for life, it's the Carl way.
My dad always said, if you take care of people, everything else takes care of itself. That promise has guided us since 1978. Since then, you've trusted us with first cars, family cars, fast cars, and the memories in between. Your journey, our promise, that's why we're here.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Ankeny baseball field for a CIML showdown here on CISN. I'm Britton Morrow, and we are very close to first pitch here. It's the 5th-ranked Waukee Warriors visiting the Ankeny Hawks. The Warriors come into this contest 15-6 on the season and ranked in the top 5, while the Hawks enter 6-16. So two teams with very different seasons thus far, and some very different expectations going forward. On the mound tonight, starting for Ankeny, is Braden Kern. The senior's making his 4th start, 1-0 on the season, 19 2/3 innings pitched, a 5.69 ERA, 14 strikeouts to 11 walks. Both teams took part in double headers just last night. Ankeny was here hosting Johnston, lost both of those games. The first one 11-5. The second one 7-3, and really the night was summed up by a lot of unforced errors and self-made mistakes from the Ankeny Hawks. 6 combined errors in those two games and 10 combined hit batters by Ankeny pitchers. So Braden Kern's going to look to do a little bit better than that one.
center fielder, number 18,
This Cornell College commit pitched 17 innings last year and seeing a bigger role so far this year. Leading off for Waukee is the center fielder, Matt Meeker. It'll be lefty on lefty to get things started here in Ankeny. Just one tonight, not a doubleheader. First pitch from Kern is taken low by Meeker for ball 1. Center fielder, 47 at-bats on the year, a .426 batting average, one of many offensive categories that Meeker leads the Warriors in. Take strike 1 here to even up the count. Meeker also leads Waukee with 6 home runs, 17 RBIs, and 23 walks. 1-1 pitch here from Kern is taken inside by Meeker. The Arkansas commit, one of the most potent outfielders in the state, maybe one of the best players in the whole state. Meeker, a key contributor for the Waukee Warriors, and grounds this ball foul to the right side. Count goes to 2-2. So Waukee started the year off 11-2. Since then, they're 4-4. So haven't quite been on the same level as form as they started the season, as the 2-2 from Kern is taken low in the dirt. So Meeker will see a full count in his first at-bat. Waukee has several ranked wins on the season, but also a couple of unranked losses. So there is a chance here for Ankeny to certainly be in this game. One of Waukee's unranked losses came last night to Centennial, as the 3-2 pitch from Kern is grounded foul by Meeker as well. So the 7th pitch of the at-bat on the way here from Braden Kern to the leadoff Meeker. And it's taken low and away outside for ball 4. Make that the 24th walk on the season for Matt Meeker.
Meeker draws the leadoff walk. Coming to play at shortstop, number 2, Gavin DeJesus.
And again, yesterday in the doubleheader against Johnston, we saw a lot of walks issued by Ankeny pitchers, a lot of hit batters, just putting runners on base in dangerous positions, and Meeker draws a leadoff walk. And this ball's in the dirt. Meeker will easily get to second.
Meeker advances to second on the wild pitch.
Stepping up is the shortstop, Gavin DeJesus, the Iowa commit. 66 at-bats on the season, a .348 batting average. So you go from Meeker to DeJesus, one of the most deadly 1-2 punches in Class 4A baseball here in Iowa, as the 1-0 is taken low by DeJesus. So the 2-0, Meeker on second, nobody out here in the top of the first. Here's Kern outside. Can't let DeJesus get away here. Kern with 11 walks in 19 2/3 innings pitched coming into this one, but at risk of back-to-back walked batters to start this one off. The 3-0 to DeJesus. Takes strike one down the middle. So a nice challenge pitch there to answer from Kern. Meeker waits patiently on second. DeJesus, 14 RBIs on the season, and always looking to swing. The 3-1 from Kern is driven left side and through. It'll be into left field. They will hold up Meeker at third base, but it's a single there from Gavin DeJesus.
Single through the left side for DeJesus.
Wasn't hit the most hard with the most velocity, but very well placed there from the future Iowa Hawkeye. That brings up second baseman Braden Moore. Moore leads the Warriors in innings pitched and ERA. So he's been their ace on the mound here, but also the 3-hitter in the order. So does a little bit of everything for the Warriors. As Moore first pitch, guys, this one foul to the right side. So Meeker on third, DeJesus on first. Nobody out here in the top of the first. Ankeny actually had the lead after the first inning in both games of the doubleheader last night before giving that up later on. But Waukee trying to pounce first, and DeJesus will swipe second with ease there. That's the 18th stolen base of the season for Gavin DeJesus, which leads Waukee. So now 2 in scoring position from Braden Moore. The Iowa Central commit, one of many players that will be playing in college for Waukee. Takes ball 2 high. So 2 on, nobody out. The 2-1 pitch from Kern is fouled back by Braden Moore. Well, the top of this Waukee order is very formidable. We've already seen that. Meeker drawing a leadoff walk into DeJesus with a single into left field. The count's now 2-2 to Braden Moore. And Kern with the off speed. It's left high. Count is full. Moore in 55 at-bats this year, a 2.18 batting average and 9 walks. Kern's got to come through here with the full count. Here's the pitch. It's driven back up the middle, and it will get down in the outfield. DeJesus will come around third, and that is a 2 RBI base hit from Braden Moore, who does his job.
Moore with the 2 RBI single to center field.
So the Waukee attack is pouncing early on here with 2 hits and a walk in their first 3 hitters. That brings up Ryan Lengling, senior DH. 61 at-bats, a 2.62 batting average with 16 RBIs and 14 walks on the season. Kern fires in strike 1. So a clutch hit already in the top of the first frame for Braden Moore, who drives in both DeJesus and Meeker. And now it's a turn for Langling, who pops one up into deep left field. The catch is made out there by Easton Lowe. So a hard hit ball, but Lowe's able to make the catch, and that's the first out of the inning.
Lowe with the putouts in left field for the first out of the inning. Jesus. Moore remains at first base. To the left field, number 22.
That'll bring up left fielder Pete Craig. Sophomore starting in left today, also plays a little bit of second base and right field for Waukee, so very versatile. Waukee split their doubleheader with Ankeny Centennial just last night. Won the first game 10-9 in an absolute back-and-forth thriller as Craig fouls this one back. It'll make the count 0-2. And then the Warriors dropped game 2 to Centennial last night, 14-2. So looking to bounce back from that blowout. So the count's 0-2 to Pete Craig with Braden Moore on first and 1 out. Pops this one up. It's another foul ball there from Craig. O2 delivery from Kern is popped behind. So Craig staying alive here. A nice battle. Making Braden Kern work for every out so far. Moore remains on first. The 0-2 is fouled off once more by Craig. So Kern looking to pick up an out here and limit Waukee's production to just 2 runs. And he strikes him out looking. Very well located pitch there for Braden Kern for his first strikeout of the game. That brings up Griffin Landholm, the third baseman. Also a big-time pitcher for this Waukee team. But at the plate so far this year, 49 at-bats, a 2.86 batting average. The Iowa Central commit had a 2 RBI walk-off against Ankeny Centennial yesterday, and first pitch pops this one up into the infield, and the catch is made by Norman Haas. So an early outburst from the Waukee offense. They put up 2 in the top of the first. Ankeny will look to get the bats going after this break here. It's Ankeny, Waukee on CIS.
I know sports and extracurricular activities contribute to a well-rounded education. Every pass, play, and touchdown builds lifelong friendships and develops skills beyond the books. As an Ankeny mom, I've seen how important they are for success in the classroom and beyond. And as a realtor, I know that our schools are a big reason why people love to call Ankeny home. That's why I'm a proud supporter. Whether you're looking to make an upgrade, downsize, find the best backyard for your furry friend, or you get the point, I can be your guide through all things home. But first, let's cheer on our kids.
Market in Uptown Ankeny is your place to shop for the best meats, steaks, brats, jerky, and everything in between. Let us be your one-stop shop for all your favorite cuts, all raised on local Iowa farms. Shopping local never tasted so good.
And we're back here from the Ankeny baseball fields. It is Waukee versus Ankeny. The Warriors on top early, 2-0. After a meeker leadoff walk to Jesus single and Braden Moore, 2 RBI single in the top of that first frame. On the hill starting tonight for the Warriors is Gavin Weinshank. The junior started 4 games, appeared in 5 so far this year for Waukee. A 2-2 record, 21 2/3 innings pitched, and a 3.88 ERA. So these two teams actually played a doubleheader earlier on this year on May 28th. Waukee won both of those matchups. One of them 7-4 and one of them 9-1. Leading off for Ankeny will be Easton Lowe, the left fielder. Leads the team with a .373 batting average. First pitch from Weinshank is fouled off by Lowe. In the 9-1 win from Waukee over Ankeny earlier this year, Weinshank actually pitched 6 innings, giving up 1 run with 5 strikeouts and 2 walks. So looking to replicate that performance here. The 0-1 to Lowe. Just misses the outside corner. 16 of Lowe's 22 hits on the season are singles, but just last night notched his first home run of the season with the solo shot. Fouls this one back behind to make the count 1-2. It's actually just the second home run of the season for Ankeny as a whole. So that was a big moment for Lowe yesterday. Now he faces the 1-2, and Weinshank just misses. So the 2-2 to the leadoff Easton Lowe is an off-speed pitch that, again, can't quite find that corner. So Lowe working a full count against Weinshank. Nice battle here. The 3-2 pitch is popped up, and it is caught. A nice play made there by Randall, the catcher behind the plate. That's Zach Randall. Good reaction speed there from Randall to get up, drop his helmet, and make that play. That'll bring up Jack Romig. We saw Romig hit 6th in the lineup in the doubleheader yesterday, up to 2nd here tonight. Also saw him play second base yesterday, and he's in center. So the lefty-lefty matchup. First pitch taken inside by Romig. Weinshank last pitched as the 1-0 is fouled off to the left side. Weinshank last pitched on June 11th in a loss to Southeast Polk, and that one 2 innings pitched, 6 earned runs given up, and that was an 11-run defeat for the Warriors. So Weinshank looking to bounce back here tonight on the mound. 1-1 drops in for strike 2. So Romig's in a hole early here. The 1-2 pitch is fouled off to the right side. Romig in 37 at-bats has a .216 batting average this year. Also started last year for the Hawks. Trails 1-2 and fouls off another one. Good battle early here for Jack Romig, as the Hawks offense tries to answer those 2 runs put up in the top of the first frame by Waukee. Just misses outside to make it 2-2. Great location there from Weinshank. Didn't get the call, though. So Romig stays alive for now. And fouls off another one left side. Landholm tried to get over there, but it went out of play. So the 2-2 here from Weinshank to Jack Romig. Is driven into center field. Meeker looks to be under it, and he'll make the routine catch out there. So 2 up, 2 down to start this one for Gavin Weinshank.
In center field for the second out of the inning. Coming to the plate, right fielder, number 16, Ace Parton.
That brings up the right fielder, Ace Parton. For the Hawks, who take strike 1. Parton leads the team with 76 at-bats on the year. And a .316 batting average. Grounds this one to the right side, and the play is made by Braden Moore. So a couple of nice defensive plays. In the bottom of the first frame for the Warriors, they hold Ankeny scoreless, and they lead 2-0. We'll be right back after this break on the Carl Chevrolet family of network.
At Ankeny Community School District, we know the power of public education. Your child's preschool, transitional kindergarten, and kindergarten journey begins here with a strong foundation. Certified educators provide an engaging curriculum in safe, nurturing environments. Space is limited for preschool and transitional kindergarten. Experience Ankeny. Preschool is free, and the strong start we provide your little learner is priceless.
All the pets in Ankeny can't wait to see us at Heart of Ankeny Animal Hospital. Located just south of Uptown, our family-owned and operated practice has yearly plans with monthly pay options. Your dog or cat can get routine and preventative care before you may ever even know they are sick. From dental care to x-rays to our own pharmacy, we love them like our own. Your pets are our pets at Heart of Ankeny Animal Hospital.
And we're back for the top of the second between Waukee and Ankeny. So the Warriors amongst the leaders in the CIML with a 9-4 conference record so far, looking to increase that win column to 10 here tonight. Off to a good start. Put up 2 in the first on Braden Kern. Want to add to that. It'll be Zach Randall, the catcher, to lead off the inning for the Warriors. He takes strike 1. Randall made a nice defensive play on Easton Lowe, the leadoff, to catch one in foul territory in the last half of the inning. Behind 0-1 here to Braden Kern, the southpaw. Just misses for ball 1 here. Randall making his 12th start behind the dish on the year, the freshman. Takes ball 2. 28 at-bats on the year for Randall, .321 batting average, and 3 RBIs. 2-1 pitch from Kern is grounded right back up the middle and off the glove of Braden Kern, and then fielded by Austin Hands, who throws out Randall just in time.
Hands with a solid defense on the 1-4-3 put out for the first.
So Hands had to react to that deflection off the glove of Braden Kern on the mound and make the play. That'll bring up Finn Faber, the right fielder for the Warriors. Faber takes ball 1 upstairs. And takes ball 2 as well. Faber, 46 at-bats, a .217 batting average so far, so a regular starter for the Warriors. And ahead 2-0 here against Braden Kern. And this one's driven into left field, but it looks like it will be caught out there by Easton Lowe. So a hard hit ball, but Lowe's in a good position defensively to make the play. 2 up, 2 down in the second inning for Braden Kern.
Brings up first baseman, number 4, Kale Seiler.
That'll bring up the first baseman, Cale Seiler, for Waukee. Seen Kyler Kaufman start at first for the Warriors a lot this year, but it's Seiler getting the call tonight. Takes ball one. Looks like it might be a tight zone out there tonight behind the plate. Our umpires for the evening are Dustin Blackburn and Mike Kelly, as Seiler's up 2-0 here. Third pitch of the at-bat is fouled off right side. "36th at-bat of the campaign for Seiler, a .171 batting average. 2-1 delivery from Kern is also fouled off right side. Get out of play. So Kern allowed the first 3 batters to get on for the Warriors, but since then has retired 5 straight. And now the 2-2 with 2 down to Seiler is grounded left side and foul. Drake Allison over there at third base for Ankeny tonight. We see him start behind the plate quite often for the Hawks. So another 2-2 from Kern. Taken outside. Count is full. Two outs, no on for Kern. To Seiler, the 3-2. Into shallow right field. And the diving catch is made out there by Ace Parton. A very nice defensive play over there in foul territory by Parton. So 3 up, 3 down in the top of the second for Braden Kern. The Hawks trail it 2-0. We'll try to respond after this.
Searching for a home that combines a resort lifestyle with the comfort of being close to your loved ones? At Epcon Communities, we make building your dream home an easy and exciting journey. Choose the floor plan that fits your lifestyle, handpick the finishes to make it uniquely yours, and leave the rest to us. We'll handle the construction, you focus on the fun part. After closing day, your new home is all yours, ready for you to start enjoying the community, the amenities, and that special sense of belonging. Visit clarityconstruction.com for more.
The Waukee Warriors hold a 2-0 lead early here as we head in to the bottom of the second. Head coach is Dave Dirks. Waukee's made back-to-back state tournament appearances last year, fell in the state quarterfinals to Iowa City High 5-3, and lost a couple of starters, but really returned a ton of production. So looking to better that postseason result this year. Tonight, just looking to take care of Ankeny, who sit second to last in the CIML standings. So leading off the inning will be the DH, Ryan Buffington. First pitch by Weinshank is swung on and missed. Weinshank with a perfect first inning, retiring the Hawks' first 3 hitters. Up 1-0 here. This one's well high to Buffington. Ryan Buffington got the start in Game 2 of the doubleheader on the mound yesterday for Ankeny, as the 1-1 pitch by Weinshank drops in for strike 2. Went 4 1/3 innings pitched with 5 earned runs. It was pretty solid on the hill. Now behind 1-2 to Weinshank. Drives it over to Braden Moore at second base, who makes the play, which will bring up catcher Max Wade. Drake Allison, the freshman, starts a lot behind the plate for Ankeny, but tonight it's Wade.
Catcher, number 18,
This is the 11th start of the season for Max Wade. And first pitch, skies it into shallow center field, and the play is made out there by Meeker. So Wineshank is making his way efficiently through the top of the Ankeny order.
Brings up the first baseman, number 5, Ryan Willie.
Which brings up first baseman Ryan Willie. And if there was any silver linings from last night's doubleheader for Ankeny, it may have just been Ryan Willie, 3 for 6 on the evening with 2 RBIs, the first baseman, who swings and misses for strike 1 here against Wineshank. Willie leads the Hawks with 16 RBIs. Behind 0-2, though, to Gavin Wineshank, who deals just outside. So Wineshank 5 up, 5 down so far, looking to stay perfect against Ryan Willie. Off speed, stays upstairs for ball 2. Two out, nobody on. Wineshank to Willie. It's hit into left field. And Craig won't have to move very much. So Gavin Wineshank retires all 3 batters he faces. And Waukee holds on to their 2-0 lead. Top of the 3rd coming up after this.
More Iowans drive Chevy than any other brand, and nearly 25% of the new Chevrolets sold last year came from the Carl Auto Group. Since 1978, we've exceeded expectations with an unbeatable selection and hard work that makes us your dealer for life. Come see why Iowans trust Carl Chevrolet, with locations in Ankeny, Stewart, and Webster City.
Your dealer for life. It's the car away.
The Ankeny Hawks began this season 1-12. Since then, are 5-4. So they've become a respectable team recently over the last couple of weeks. Over that stretch, 2 wins and a doubleheader sweep over number 11 Waukee Northwest. So this Ankeny team is capable of beating ranked opponents, as we saw that night. But for now, they trail it 2-0. Hawks looking to get back to the state tournament for the first time since 2021.
Back to the top of the order for the Warriors to lead off the 3rd inning. Number 18, Matt Meeker.
And back up for Waukee is the leadoff center fielder, Matt Meeker, who walked and came around to score in the 1st inning. Kern drops in, strike 1 here. So Kern walked Meeker and then allowed back-to-back singles to DeJesus and Moore. Since then, he's retired 6 straight batters. But now the top back up for Waukee. Meeker behind 0-1. Drills one into right field, and the catch is made by Ace Parton.
Ace Parton!
Who's already made one very nice play in foul territory. This one a little bit more straightforward, but still a hard-hit ball for Meeker to no avail.
Brings up number 2, Gavin DeJesus.
Which brings up the future Hawkeye, Gavin DeJesus. 2 solo home runs in the first game of the doubleheader yesterday against Ankeny Centennial. DeJesus takes ball 1 outside. So he's got 18 walks, but also clearly a power threat. So DeJesus can do everything offensively for the Warriors. And he's up 2-0 in the count to Braden Kern here, who's settled in after giving up 2 runs Top of the first. Counts 2-0 with one out and nobody on for DeJesus. Fouls this one back. Ankeny is coached by Joe Ballvance. Last season lost to Indianola 8-4 in the first round of Sub-State. As Kern throws this one in the dirt. So DeJesus is up 3-1, but always looking to swing. Singled to left in his first AB tonight. The 3-1 drills one into center field. Another hard hit ball to the outfield, but the catch is made out there by Jack Romig.
Romig with the put out in center field of DeJesus.
So Meeker and DeJesus back-to-back balls with a lot of velocity drilled into the outfield, but Parton and Romig respectively have been able to make the play, and that brings up Braden Moore, who had a 2 RBI single to right center in the first. This time nobody on and 2 out. Moore takes strike one. So those were the 14th and 15 RBIs on the season for the senior Braden Moore, who's behind 0-1 here to Braden Kern. And another very nice pitch. Both of those ones right there on the inside corner. And Moore's going to have to shorten up here. Behind 0-2. Kern shakes off Wade, but now delivers, and the ball's hit right back to him. He's going to make the simple play. 3 up, 3 down. Braden Kern has settled in very nicely. The Hawks still trail things 2-0, and will look to respond after this on the Carl Chevrolet family of network.
My dad always said, if you take care of people, everything else takes care of itself. That promise has guided us since 1978. Since then, you've trusted us with first cars, family cars, fast cars, and the memories in between. Your journey, our promise, that's why we're here.
I know sports and extracurricular activities contribute to a well-rounded education. Every pass, play, and touchdown builds lifelong friendships and develops skills beyond the books. As an Ankeny mom, I've seen how important they are for success in the classroom and beyond. And as a realtor, I know that our schools are a big reason why people love to call Ankeny home. That's why I'm a proud supporter. Whether you're looking to make an upgrade, downsize, find the best backyard for your furry friend, or you get the point, I can be your guide through all things home. But first, let's cheer on our kids.
Welcome back to some CIML baseball here. It's Waukee, ranked number 5 in the state, taking on Ankeny. Warriors lead things 2-0 here in the bottom of the third.
Leading off, bottom of the third.
Leading off the inning for the Hawks is Drake Allison, the freshman. Catches a lot for the Hawks tonight, playing third base. So Gavin Weinshank on the hill has retired his first 6 batters he's faced tonight. First pitch to Allison is low. Weinshank's a big part of this really good Waukee pitching staff. As Allison pops one into left field, and under it is Pete Craig to make the play.
Allison flies out to Craig in left field for the first out of the inning. Brings up second
So
base.
7 up, 7 down so far
Austin
for Weinshank.
Hands.
No strikeouts, no walks. Very efficient so far. That brings up second baseman Austin Hands. Who first pitch puts it right back up the middle, and that is the first base runner of the night for the Hawks.
Austin Hands sends the first pitch back up the middle for the single.
A rope into center field. So Hands on first for Norman Ha, the shortstop.
17, Norman Ha.
Now, Hands dealt with an injury earlier on in this season, but since coming back, especially last night, has looked very good, very comfortable. And jumps on Weinshank early in that at-bat to get on for Norman Ha now, who also on the first pitch is swinging and popping it up. Braden Moore under it to make the play.
Ha pops out to Moore at second base for the second out of the
So we're
inning.
seeing a lot of first pitch
And moves to
strikes
first base.
from Gavin Weinshank, and
2
Ankeny
outs.
hitters
Back
are
to the top
not
of the order.
being patient.
Left
I mean, they're
fielder,
swinging at good
number 8,
pitches and hitting the
Easton
ball hard for the most part.
Lowe.
But Waukee very good defensively, as we're seeing. So 2 out. And Austin Hands on first base for the leadoff, Easton Lowe, who fouled out to the catcher, Randall, in the first inning. First pitch puts it in play once again. Into right field, and under it to make the grab is Finn Faber. So Ankeny gets their first base runner of the inning, but still, Weinshank works through it very quickly. We'll have the top of the fourth after this. Waukee up 2-0.
West 40 Market in Uptown Ankeny is your place to shop for the best meats, steaks, brats, jerky, and everything in between. Let us be your one-stop shop for all your favorite cuts, all raised on local Iowa farms. Shopping local never tasted so good.
At Ankeny Community School District, we know the power of public education. Your child's preschool, transitional kindergarten, and kindergarten journey begins here with a strong foundation. Certified educators provide an engaging curriculum in safe, nurturing environments. Space is limited for preschool and transitional kindergarten. Experience Ankeny. Preschool is free, and the strong start we provide your little learner is priceless.
All the pets in Ankeny can't wait to see us at Heart of Ankeny Animal Hospital. Located just south of Uptown, our family-owned and operated practice has yearly plans with monthly pay options. Your dog or cat can get routine and preventative care before you may ever even know they are sick. From dental care to x-rays to our own pharmacy, we love them like our own. Your pets are our pets at Heart of Ankeny Animal Hospital.
We are rolling through things here in Ankeny. This game moving with a lot of pace as we're already into the top of the fourth inning.
For the Warriors, number 8,
Gavin Weinshank's been masterful on the mound for Waukee through 3 innings, just 1 hit. But Braden Kern's not been too bad himself. Allowed 2 runs in the first inning since then. Been great. First pitch of this one is in the dirt, and it will hit the hitter. That's Ryan Lengling, who will get on base to start this one.
Hit by pitch. Advances to first.
Again, we saw 10 combined hit by pitches from Ankeny pitchers in just 2 games yesterday. So that was odd to see, and just the first of the night for Kern. But these are the type of unforced errors that have plagued the Hawks all season long. So Langling gets to first, and that'll bring up Pete Craig, who struck out in his first at-bat. Takes strike 1 down the middle here. Langling on first, and the bunt is laid down here by Craig. Fumbled by the pitcher, and he's safe at first is Pete Craig.
Craig called safe at first.
Kern couldn't corral it cleanly. It was a nice bunt by Craig, but I think the purpose of that was mostly just sacrifice. I don't really think Pete Craig was looking for a hit, but Kern could not field it cleanly on his first try. And so Craig's in safely at first base. So now runners on first and second for the hitter Griffin Landholm. Landholm also showing bunt and lays it down. This time Kern does field it, but can't make the play. It's dropped at first base. That one almost certainly will be ruled as an error.
Landholm, safe at first on the error. Loads the bases. No outs. At the plate. Number 6.
So the
Zach
bases
Randall.
are loaded for Waukee with nobody out for the catcher, Zach Randall. Randall 3 RBIs on the season. and looking for more. Kern's got to work himself out of a pickle now. First pitch is a strike to Randall. Randall grounded out to second in his first at-bat. So back-to-back bunts, one for a single and one on an error. Griffin Landholm reaches, which loads the bases for Zach Randall. Skies this one into shallow center field, and the play is made by Romig. Langling will not tag up from third. So a big-time out there with nobody advancing from Braden Kern. And Max Wade, his catcher, gives him a pat on the back in support. That is a crucial out.
Keeps the runners in place. Bases loaded. 1 out. For number 3.
So Finn Faber now steps up. Lined out to left in his first at-bat. 3 runners on, 1 out in the top of the fourth for Finn Faber. First pitch from Kern. Drops in, strike 1. So Langling led off the inning with a hit by pitch. Craig and Landholm both reached on bunts. And a fly out to center for Zach Randall. Which brings up Faber, takes ball 1 outside. Faber with 8 RBIs on the season, the sophomore. 1-1 pitch from Braden Kern is driven into left field, and it's going to be off the wall. This will bring in at least 2. They're going to send another runner home, and it's a 3 RBI double. How about that from Finn Faber to step up with the bases loaded?
3 RBI double for Faber.
A huge delivery. Langling, Craig, and Landholm all come around to score on the double to left field.
3 across in the inning. 1 out. Runner at second. For the batter, number 4.
A ton of tempo behind that ball. Hit with a ton of velocity there. Nice job by Faber. So he's on second with 1 out for Cale Seiler. Seiler fouled out to right field on a nice catch from Ace Parton in his first at-bat. So the lead's 5-0 for Waukee. Seiler grounds this one straight up to Kern, who goes to third, and the tag is applied on Faber, who's out at third. I think both he and head coach Dave Dirks didn't really think the tag was made by Allison, but regardless, the out is made at third. So Seiler will go to first, Faber out at third. 2 outs, 1 on for the leadoff, Matt Meeker. Meeker, first pitch, takes for strike 1 on the inside corner. So keep in mind, out of those 3 runs driven in by Faber, 2 of those guys reached on bunts. 1 of them reached on a hit by pitch. As Meeker takes strike 2. So he's behind 0-2, the center fielder. A walk and a line out and 2 at-bats so far against Braden Kern. And he's got Seiler on at first with 2 down in the top of the 4th inning. Meeker takes in the dirt. Even down 0-2, you won't be able to strike out Matt Meeker very easily. This guy's been a monster for the Warriors so far this season. The Arkansas commit. 1-2 pitch from Kern. Meeker hits it hard into left center field, and this will get down and bounce all the way to the wall. Seiler will come around third base and score. Meeker's going to keep going and will be safe sliding into third base. It's an RBI triple to center field for the future Razorback, Matt Meeker.
Meeker with the RBI triple to center field.
Just laced that ball over the head of Jack Romig out there in the outfield. And things are not going the way of Braden Kern. 4 runs so far, and things won't get easier. He's got to face Gavin DeJesus. Meeker on third. DeJesus takes ball 1 in the dirt. We also saw Ankeny allow some runs on a couple pass balls yesterday against Johnston. So got to look out for that one. Max Wade behind the plate tonight. The 1-0 to DeJesus is hitting to right field. Parton looks to be under it and will make the play out there in the sun. But the damage has already been done. 4 runs in the top of the 4th for Waukee. They extend their lead to 6-0. And maybe Ankeny trying to get going. After this one, you're listening to the Carl Chevrolet family of networks.
Searching for a home that combines a resort lifestyle with the comfort of being close to your loved ones? At Epcon Communities, we make building your dream home an easy and exciting journey. Choose the floor plan that fits your lifestyle, handpick the finishes to make it uniquely yours, and leave the rest to us. We'll handle the construction, you focus on the fun part. After closing day, your new home is all yours, ready for you to start enjoying the community, the amenities, and that special sense of belonging. Visit clarityconstruction.com for more.
And we're back here for the bottom of the 4th inning between Waukee and Ankeny. The Warriors lead the Hawks 6-0 so far. And Gavin Weinshank has looked spectacular on the mound so far. No strikeouts, no walks, just 1 hit allowed, and he is just working his way through this Ankeny lineup so far. Jackson Romig will step up for Ankeny. Flew out to center field in his first at-bat as Weinshank goes low and away in the dirt. So the Hawks give up 4 runs in that inning. The rally was started with a hit by pitch and 2 runners reaching on bunts before Faber drove in 3 runs with a double to left field. This is strike 1, outside corner for Gavin Weinshank. So the 1-1 to Romig. Check swing. He did go. Strike 2. This is a Waukee pitching staff led by Braden Moore, who's committed to Iowa Central. Hayden Anderson committed to Texas. And we can see the ability that Gavin Weinshank has here. And the 1-2 is fouled off by Romig. Waukee is stacked this year. And lost in the quarterfinals last year in state, but returned a lot of guys and want to go further. For now, it's the 1-2 from Weinshank to Romig. Grounded right side. Braden Moore is under it, but it's off his glove and into center field. It'll go down as an error on Braden Moore.
Romig on for the error by Moore to lead off.
Looked like he was positioned very well, and a little bit of an awkward bounce. It's off the glove of Moore and into center field. So Romig reaches as Ankeny try to answer. Trail at 6-0 here. Ace Parton steps up, grounded out to second base in his first at-bat. Those middle infielders, DeJesus and Moore, can turn 2 in a flash as well. So a double play certainly could happen here. But Parton's going to drill one into left field, and the catch is made on the ground out there by Pete Craig. Didn't look like he was all that certain, because that ball was hit very hard by Parton. But it's straight at Craig, unfortunately, for the Hawks. So 1 down, Romig on first for Ryan Buffington.
Number 6, Ryan Buffington.
Buffington, 41 at-bats, a .268 average. And one of 2 homers for the Ankeny Hawks on the season. Takes ball 1 up and in. Buffington leads Ankeny with 16 walks and 14 runs scored on the campaign. Romig remains at first. Weinshank delivers. The ball's hit softly on the ground to third. And the force is not made. The ball's dropped by Braden Moore at second base. Quite honestly, it looked like Landholm would have been better off just going to first there, because I'm not sure if Romig would have been called out even if Moore could have caught that ball cleanly.
Runners at first and second. 1 out.
So 2 base runners have reached
Brings up the catcher.
on balls hit in the infield here for Ankeny, and that brings up Max Wade. The fortune may be swinging in Ankeny's favor now, but they've got to capitalize. It's the catcher, Max Wade, in the batter's box looking to do just that. First pitch into center field. Meeker under it. Romig will not tag from second. It's out number 2.
Wade flies out to Meeker in center field.
We have seen a lot of first pitch swinging and hitting for Ankeny, but most of them have been some of those weaker hit lineouts or flyouts to center field, and Gavin Weinshank will not mind those whatsoever. Brings up Ryan Willie. Flew out to left field in his first at-bat. Grounds it, left side, it'll go foul. So we have Romig on second. He reached on an error. And we have Ryan Buffington on first. So 2 outs, 2 on for the first baseman, Ryan Willie. The 0-1 from Weinshank. Swung on and missed by Willie. As 0-2, 2 runners on for Ankeny. Weinshank wants to work his way out of the jam. The delivery to Willie is just outside for ball 1. Well, this game has seemed very competitive through 3.5 innings, but all of a sudden Waukee has a 6-run lead. It's been the story of Ankeny's season so far. 0-2, Willie takes high. A lot of unforced errors made by this Hawks team so far tonight, but Willie's got a chance to drive in some runs here with the ball hit to the outfield. 2 outs, 2-2 count. Weinshank fouled off by Willie right side. So it's Romig on second, Buffington on first, and this will be the 6th pitch of the at-bat from Weinshank to Willie. Weinshank wheels and deals and throws one in the dirt. Nice block there from Randall to halt the runners from advancing. But the count's now full. Weinshank yet to walk anybody so far. But here we go. 2 outs, 3-2 pitch from Weinshank. No, he's going to try to pick off Romig, who's in there safely a second. So here we go. Willie awaits the 3-2. Grounds it left side and foul. So Willie is fighting in there. Huge moment for Ankeny if they want to make this game close. In the bottom of the 4th, 2 on, 2 out for the first baseman, Ryan Willie. Count is full from Weinshank. Swung on and missed. A crucial strikeout in a major moment. That's the first of the night for Gavin Weinshank, and he holds the Hawks scoreless. The Warriors lead this one 6-0. Ankeny, Waukee here on the Carl Chevrolet family.
More Iowans drive Chevy than any other brand, and nearly 25% of the new Chevrolets sold last year came from the Carl Auto Group. Since 1978, we've exceeded expectations with an unbeatable selection and hard work that makes us your dealer for life. Come see why Iowans trust Carl Chevrolet with locations in Ankeny, Stewart, and Webster City.
Your dealer for life, it's the car away.
So Braden Kern remains on the mound for Ankeny as they trail this one 6-0 heading in to the top of the 5th inning. Kern only allowed 4 hits through 4 frames against a tremendous Waukee offense, but 1 error and really just some timely hits, especially from Finn Faber with a 3 RBI double. We saw an RBI triple to the center field wall by Matt Meeker. Leading off the top of the 5th will be Braden Moore. Moore got the party started in the top of the 1st with a 2 RBI single to right center field. Will lead off the top of the 5th here against Kern. Moore, first pitch, skies left side into shallow left field. The shortstop Norman Haw will call everybody off and make the play.
Moore pops out to Haw in shallow left field for the first out of the inning. Brings up number 8, Ryan Lengeling.
Ryan Lengeling steps up now for the Warriors. With 1 out and nobody on. First pitch, low and inside, ball 1. In the doubleheader earlier on May 28th between Waukee and Ankeny, Lengeling had a homer, 2 RBIs, 2 walks. And in the second game of that doubleheader, walked 3 times. So been very successful this year against the Hawks. He's 0 for 1 tonight with a fly out and a hit by pitch. Strike 1 from Braden Kern. Lengeling fouls this one back behind. Counts 1-2. 1 out, base is empty. Kern misses here. Lengeling will watch that one go by. The Simpson College commit has 14 walks this year, so a great eye at the plate. Hitting .262 coming into this one. Senior DH usually hits cleanup, as he is tonight for the Warriors. 2-2 pitch from Kern. Is hit into shallow right center, and the play backing up is made by the second baseman, Austin Hands.
Hands ranges into left center field, right center field for the putouts and the second out.
Which brings up the left fielder Pete Craig, a strikeout and a bunt single
Coming to the plates.
in 2 at-bats.
Pete Craig.
For the Warriors. Take strike 1. Well, this Waukee team has wins this year over number 13 Lewis Central, number 11 Waukee Northwest, number 12 Valley, and number 16 Southeast Polk. So they've proven they can beat some of the best in the state. This one's grounded foul to the left side. Maybe still searching for a true signature top 10 win. But they're taking care of business so far here at Ankeny. A 6-0 lead for the Warriors in the top of the 5th. The count's 0-2 to Pete Craig with 2 down and nobody on. Kern deals. Fouled off right side. Oh, 2. This one's hitting to left field, and straight at Easton Low. So Braden Kern goes 3 up, 3 down in the top of the 5th. After this break, we'll turn things back over to Gavin Weinshank, who looks to continue his clinical night on the bump.
My dad always said, if you take care of people, everything else takes care of itself. That promise has guided us since 1978. Since then, you've trusted us with first cars, family cars, fast cars, and the memories in between. Your journey, our promise, that's why we're here.
I know sports and extracurricular activities contribute to a well-rounded education. Every pass, play, and touchdown builds lifelong friendships and develops skills beyond the books. As an Ankeny mom, I've seen how important they are for success in the classroom and beyond. And as a realtor, I know that our schools are a big reason why people love to call Ankeny home. That's why I'm a proud supporter. Whether you're looking to make an upgrade, downsize, find the best backyard for your furry friend, or you get the point, I can be your guide through all things home. But first, let's cheer on our kids.
Welcome back here. It's Waukee Ankeny here. Waukee leads this one 6-0 as we head into the bottom of the 5th, and Gavin Weinshank is out there. We may see him for a while. I think his goal at this point is a complete game. He's been very efficient so far tonight.
Leading off.
Just a couple base runners allowed.
Number 27, Drake Allison.
And just one hit so far for Ankeny. Drake Allison up to bat. First AB was a fly out to left field. Takes ball 1 in the dirt. Weinshank misses here just inside. Counts 2-0. The juniors second on Waukee in innings pitched behind the ace Braden Moore. 2-0 to Allison. Driven back into left center field. And that's the second hit of the night for Ankeny.
Allison rips one to center field.
And it comes from the freshman Drake Allison. Ankeny looking to get something going maybe. Yet to score. Trail by 6 runs. Austin Hand steps up, who singled the center in his first at-bat. Senior infielder. Just his 4th start of the year. A .375 batting average, though, in the limited plate appearance. Takes strike 1. Inside. So 1 out, nobody on. Weinshank misses outside. Things are flying so far here tonight. Already into the bottom of the 5th inning for the Ankeny offense. The 1-1 fouled off by Austin Hands. So Allison on first after his leadoff single. Now it's a 1-2 count for Austin Hands. And a pickoff attempt by Weinshank, but Allison's not fooled. So here's Hands, down 1-2 in the count. Takes ball 2 outside. Good job to lay off of that one. Two from Weinshank. Off speed, high. Randall trying to catch Allison out at first, but he's pretty easily back in there safely. So the count is full for Austin Hands. 1 on, nobody out. For Gavin Weinshank, who's been lights out so far. The 3-2. A walk.
Hands earns the walk.
And that is just the first one issued for Gavin Weinshank tonight. Most trouble he's been in so far.
Shortstop, number 17.
It's Allison on second, Hands on first, which brings up Norman Ha, who flew out in his first plate appearance. Another opportunity here for the Hawks to just try to cut into this one, make this a close game. Strike one from Weinshank. You got to think after giving up his first walk there to Hands, he's not going to let Ha off the hook that easily. It's up 0-1. This one's off speed and just high. For Norman Ha. 39 at-bats coming into this one. 154 batting average. Also has thrown some innings on the mound for Ankeny this year. This one hits him. Wow. So the bases will be juiced up for the leadoff. Easton Lowe.
Advances to first, loads the bases.
Can't really be a more ideal scenario for the Hawks attack if they want to get back into this one. Lowe is 0 for 2 today. Yesterday in the doubleheader, he was 2 for 7 with a solo home run. And, well, a ball hit like that would get Ankeny right back in this one. Bases loaded, nobody out. Weinshank to Lowe. Lowe first pitch, fouls off. So a couple things that we haven't seen Weinshank do all night. Walks, Hands, and hits Norman Ha. It's 0-1 outside. First bit of control issues we've maybe seen all evening from Weinshank. Lowe's got to wait for his pitch. Base is loaded. Nobody out. 1-1. Weinshank fires in a strike. And now Lowe's in a 1-2 hole. Has to put one in play here, the leadoff. Been phenomenal all season, really, for Ankeny. But they need him to come through once again right here. 1-2 from Weinshank. Is fouled off right side. And it will actually stay in play, but no one's going to be over there for Waukee. Count's going to stay 1-2 for Easton Lowe, who you expect to certainly battle the leadoff. Northeast Iowa Community College commit, so the senior will continue to play baseball next year into college. But for now, the bases are loaded. 1-2, Weinshank. Hit by Lowe, it's going to get down, and the force out is made at the plate. Allison was hustling in there, but called out. Well, Lowe did put the ball in play, but didn't go very far. Weinshank makes the play.
For the center fielder, number 24, Jackson Roman.
You expect maybe Allison to get dirty there? I don't know. It looked like it was kind of going to be a close play at the plate, but he stayed on his feet and was called out. So Romig now up to bat. Bases remain loaded with 1 out. Romig flew out in his first at-bat and reached on an error on a ground ball to second base in his second at-bat. 1-0 count, 1 out. Bases loaded for Romig. Fouls this one off, left side. Count goes to 1-1. Lefty on lefty matchup here. Romig swings and misses on one in the dirt. Good pitch from Weinshank. So it's Hands on third, Ha on second, and Easton Lowe on first base for the two-hitter playing center field tonight, Jack Romig. He's behind 1-2. Weinshank looking for a big strikeout here. Misses high. You know what he was going for there? Looking for the breaking ball to drop back into the zone, but not able to do so. So it's 2-2 to Romig. Weinshank wheels and deals. And it's grounded right side. And Moore will get there. Fires it over to first, and Romig's called out. He will drive in a run. That's Austin Hands who crosses the plate. So the Hawks are at least on the board, but Moore doing a good job to limit the damage and make that play over at second base.
And puts the Hawks on the board. Runners at second and third, 2 outs. Brings up right fielder, number 16, Ace Parton.
So the bases were loaded with nobody out. Now there's runners on second and third with 2 down. And Weinshank has only let 1 cross the plate so far. Ace Parton wants to add on to it, who takes strike 1. He's 0 for 2 with a ground out to second and a line out to left. Oh, 1 from Weinshank. Taken low by Parton. Well, that grounder by Romig looked like it might have got through, but Moore with some good hustle was able to throw Romig out at first. So it just goes down as an RBI ground out. And now it's Parton's turn. Drills this one up the middle. DeJesus fields it cleanly on the hop and makes the play. Weinshank able to limit the damage to just a single run. The Hawks, though, are on the board. It's 6-1. Waukee leads Ankeny. Top of the 6th after this on the Carl Chevrolet Family of Network.
West 40 Market in Uptown Ankeny is your place to shop for the best meats. Steaks, brats, jerky, and everything in between. Let us be your one-stop shop for all your favorite cuts. All raised on local Iowa farms. Shopping local never tasted so good.
At Ankeny Community School District, we know the power of public education. Your child's preschool, transitional kindergarten, and kindergarten journey begins here with a strong foundation. Certified educators provide an engaging curriculum in safe, nurturing environments. Space is limited for preschool and transitional kindergarten. Experience Ankeny. Preschool is free, and the strong start we provide your little learner is priceless.
Almost underway here in the top of the 6th inning between the Waukee Warriors and the Ankeny Hawks. Waukee leads at 6-1 through 5 last half inning. Bases loaded, nobody out, and Gavin Weinshank is able to work his way through it and only give up 1 run. So a nice job there from Weinshank, all things considered. And Waukee steps back up. To lead it off will be Griffin Landholm. Landholm popped out in his first at-bat and reached on an error in his second. Takes ball 1 high. Kern's still in there. One 0. Well outside. Again, both these teams played doubleheaders yesterday, so you wondered if there would be any signs of fatigue. And if there's been any, it's been signs showed by Ankeny. Waukee got up 2-0 in the first and have extended that lead. Now it's 6-1. Counts 3-0. Here's strike 1. Landholm's been excellent this year on the mound for the Warriors. And been very good in the batter's box here. He's up 3-1 and drills one into right center. Make that just right field. That's a base hit. Griffin Landholm, first hit of the evening.
Landholm singles to right field to lead off for the Warriors.
which brings up the catcher, Zach Randall.
Brings up number 6, Zach Randall.
And Joe Balvance will call time. Head over for a mound visit. I don't think they're going to pull Kern yet. Could be wrong. We'll see. And yep, no, he's going to give up the ball. So that will do it for the evening of Braden Kern, who goes 5 full innings, 5 hits, 6 runs.
Pitching change for the Hawks.
Really, I want to call that a solid start for Kern. Worked his way all the way into the 6th here, but the Hawks' deficit is 5. And taking the ball in relief here for Ankeny. See who it is.
All the pets in Ankeny can't wait to see us at Heart of Ankeny Animal Hospital. Located just south of Uptown, our family-owned and operated practice has yearly plans with monthly pay options. Your dog or cat can get routine and preventative care before you may ever even know they are sick. From dental care to x-rays to our own pharmacy, we love them like our own. Your pets are our pets at Heart of Ankeny Animal Hospital.
So a pitching change here for the Hawks. It's the sophomore, number 19, Paxton Wiley. Appeared in 6 games for Ankeny. Started 2 of them. He's pitched 7 2/3 innings. It's a 13.7 ERA. So Waukee will have a runner on first. That is Griffin Landholm, and the catcher, Zach Randall, will be the first batter that Wiley has to face here.
Now on the mound for the Hawks, number 19, Paxton Wiley.
So Wiley in relief for the starter, Braden Kern here. Top of the 6th inning, Waukee leads Ankeny 6-1. It's Griffin Landholm who's on first after a single to right field to lead off the frame. And now it's Zach Randall. Takes strike 1 from Wiley. That one came in there hot. From the sophomore who checks Landholm over there at first, safe. Oh, 1 from Wiley to Randall, outside. One pitch. Grounded to second base. And the play is not made. It's over the head of the shortstop. Landholm will get all the way to the empty, unoccupied third base. Man, it's just a sign of the times for Ankeny.
Randall, save it first.
A lot of unforced errors, mistakes that they just don't need to make. That one looked like a routine play for the second baseman, Austin Hands. Very good defensive player, but just threw it well over the head of Norman Haw. Could have probably turned 2. Instead, they get none. So runners on the corners with nobody out for Finn Faber. Faber swings and misses. First at-bat was a line-out, second at-bat, a 3 RBI double to left field for Finn Faber, which really broke this one open in the top of the 4th. Up and in for ball one. So some good base running by Landholm to get all the way to third there on the errant throw by Hands. Randall to first. He's going to try to steal second here. Landholm's going to come home. The play at the plate. Landholm safe.
Call it safe at home.
That one was close, but I think that's the right call. Landholm got under the tag applied by Max Wade. So that's just some smart base running altogether by Waukee, and Dave Dirks applauding it over there at third base.
1-2 count on Faber.
They sent Randall. The throw was made by Wade. It came right back to him for a play at the plate, but Griffin Landholm's able to get home. Clever piece of base running to steal another run there from Waukee. It's 7-1. Counts 2-2 here. And I think they're going to get a balk here on Paxton Wiley. So Randall will head to third now all of a sudden. Still nobody out in the inning for Finn Faber.
Balk called, advances Randall. 2-2 count.
Saw a couple balks called on both Johnston and Ankeny pitchers here yesterday. Counts 2-2 to Faber. Fouled off. Faber stays alive. Randall to third. Paxton Wiley relieving Braden Kern, who went a full 5 innings. Fouled off right side. The lead is 6 runs. It is 7-1 Warriors. There's a runner on third, nobody out. The 2-2 pitch is taken just low by Faber. Makes it a full count. Faber with 4 walks on the year. And 8 RBIs. He's got a runner on third and a full count, and he'll take ball 4. Which brings up Cale Seiler.
Faber draws the walk. Runners at the corners. No outs for the batter, number 4, Cale Seiler.
So Wiley has faced 2 batters since coming in. Randall reached on an error, and Faber drew a full count walk. First baseman, Cale Seiler up now. First pitch, fouls it off, back behind. Runners on the corners, nobody out for Waukee. Seiler shows bunt, doesn't. And Faber will swipe second base.
Faber still second. Runners at second and third.
I think Seiler's
1-1 count on
Seiler, by showing bunt, may have thrown Wade off a little bit. Ball was in the dirt. Wade couldn't field it cleanly. And Faber cruises on into second base. So now 2 in scoring position with nobody out for the first baseman, Cale Seiler. 1-1 pitch from Wiley. Driven right side, straight at the second baseman. Nice field there by Austin Hands. A run will come in to score, but Seiler is out at first. So Hands makes the play, but that'll be Zach Randall coming around to score.
Runner advances to third. 1 out, back to the top of the order. Number 18, Matt Meeker.
Which brings up the leadoff Matt Meeker. 1 for 2 with a walk and an RBI triple to deep left center field. Tough matchup here for Paxton Wiley in relief. First pitch, Meeker takes inside for strike 1. Faber advanced to third on that ground out by Cale Seiler. 0-1 pitch from Wiley. Up and in. 1-1 count, 1 out, 1 on for Meeker. Fouls this one off left side. Well, it seems like any time Matt Meeker's able to get his bat on the ball, it's going to be hard hit. Takes this one high to make it 2-2. Meeker leads the Warriors in RBIs, walks, and batting average. And home runs, a lot of it. This one's fouled off left side. So this will be the 6th pitch of the at-bat from Paxton Wiley, the sophomore, in relief to the junior center fielder, Matt Meeker. Meeker fouls off another pitch. So it's Finn Faber on third. 1 out in the top of the 6th inning. Waukee already scored 2 in this frame. Two from Wiley to Meeker. He's driven out there into left field. Will get down just foul. Count remains full, and this will be pitch number 8. Two count. Wiley to Meeker. It's low. And Matt Meeker has worked a full count, bringing up the 9th pitch of the at-bat. Here we go. Swung on and missed. Paxton Wiley collects a huge strikeout there on Matt Meeker.
K on the board for Wiley. First the game.
Anytime you can strike out an SEC commit,
2 outs. For the batter, number 2.
it's pretty solid.
Gavin DeJesus.
Brings up Gavin DeJesus, who's 1 for 3 with a single and 2 lineouts. 2 outs, Finn Faber on third base. For DeJesus, first pitch fouls off right side. In the 10-9 win over Centennial, the first game of yesterday's doubleheader for Waukee again. DeJesus 3 for 4 with 3 RBIs and 2 homers. Nearly a pass ball here. Good block by Wade. Faber wants to jump at any opportunity to get across the plate there. Reached on a walk earlier this inning. Just worked his way to third. There's 2 down for Gavin DeJesus at the plate. Wow, this one's a hard hit ball. Right at the Waukee dugout. It was Braden Moore on deck, had to duck. It's over his head though. To make it 1-2. Hawks trail this one 8-1. The top of the 6th. And it's Paxton Wiley here. Pitching to Gavin DeJesus. Outside, another block from Wade. Two count. DeJesus. Hit over to second. Fielded cleanly and thrown cleanly. Austin Hands makes the play. The Warriors tack on 2 more. Their lead is extended. It is 8-1 Waukee. Ankeny's Bats will be right back after this.
Searching for a home that combines a resort lifestyle with the comfort of being close to your loved ones? At Epcon Communities, we make building your dream home an easy and exciting journey. Choose the floor plan that fits your lifestyle, handpick the finishes to make it uniquely yours, and leave the rest to us. We'll handle the construction, you focus on the fun part. After closing day, your new home is all yours, ready for you to start enjoying the community, the amenities, and that special sense of belonging. Visit clarityconstruction.com for more.
And we're back for the bottom of the 6th between Ankeny and Waukee. It is still Gavin Weinshank, to nobody's surprise, pitching for Ankeny. Or for Waukee, excuse me. Weinshank only 1 strikeout in 5 innings pitched, but he's also only allowed 2 hits, 1 walk, 1 hit by pitch. So he's been effective despite only having 1 K. And leading off for Ankeny will be Ryan Buffington, who grounded out in his first at-bat and reached on an error to third base in his second. Strike 1 dropped in there by Weinshank. Again, you could argue the last game Weinshank started, maybe his worst outing of the season, gave up 6 runs in 2 innings pitched, but how about this for a response? Southpaw has been dialed in from the very start tonight. 0-2 to Buffington. Slowing away. Good pitch, good take from Ryan Buffington, the DH. 1-2. This time, swings and misses. So that's the second strikeout of the evening for Gavin Weinshank. That'll bring up Max Wade. A fly out and a line out and 2 at-bats. Wade earning his 11th start of the campaign here tonight behind the dish. Takes ball 1, low and away. 1-0 is driven into center field. Catch is made by Matt Meeker.
Wade flies out to Meeker in center field for the second out of the inning.
I've seen that a lot, Ankeny making contact, sometimes like that ball, hard contact, but Waukee is elite defensively, and they have showed that all day today, especially Meeker out there in center. Yeah, 3rd time Wade's hit the ball out to center field. All 3 times it's been caught by Meeker. First pitch, Willie's swinging and fouling it off. First baseman's 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a fly out today. Willie fouls this one off on the ground to the right side. Falls behind 0-2. Gavin Weinshank with his eyes on a complete game. For now, it's the bottom of the 6th. 2 outs, 0-2 pitch in the dirt. Now the 1-2. Skied up in the air and foul from Ryan Willie, the first baseman. And another one. Hit foul. Count remains 1-2 with 2 outs and nobody on in the bottom of the 6th inning. Ankeny trails Waukee 8-1, and Gavin Weinshank has pitched 5 2/3. 1-2. Swung on and missed. The third strikeout of the evening for Gavin Weinshank, who is turning this into an absolute gem. We'll head into the final inning, top of the 7th. Coming up after this, it's the Carl Chevrolet family of...
More Iowans drive Chevy than any other brand, and nearly 25% of the new Chevrolets sold last year came from the Carl Auto Group. Since 1978, we've exceeded expectations with an unbeatable selection and hard work that makes us your dealer for life. Come see why Iowans trust Carl Chevrolet, with locations in Ankeny, Stewart, and Webster City.
Your dealer for life. It's the Carl way.
The final inning almost underway here. It's the top of the 7th. Ankeny trails Waukee 8-1, and we'll see a pitching change. It was Paxton Wiley who came in to relieve Braden Kern last inning, and now for the 7th, it will be Norman Ha. 6th appearance on the mound. He started 3 games there for Ankeny this year. 17 1/3 innings pitched. 0-3 record, 18 strikeouts, 11 walks, and a 6.06 ERA for the sophomore. Usual starter at short for Ankeny, as he's done today. At the dish, Norman Ha is 0 for 1 with a hit by pitch.
Pitching change for the Hawks.
But we'll close things out here for Ankeny in the top of the 7th.
Number 17, Norman Ha.
And he will face 3-4-5. The middle of the Johnston, or the Waukee lineup. Second baseman, Braden Moore, who's 1 for 3 with a single here tonight. Ha's first pitch is hitting to right field. Parton on the run. It'll drop foul. We saw Ace Parton out there in right make a nice sliding grab earlier in foul territory. That was on Kale Seiler. So Moore behind 0-1. Reliever Norman Ha. Good breaking ball there, dropped inside, but a little bit too inside, says the umpire. 1-1 count. Strike 2. Ha with 18 strikeouts and 17 1/3. Innings pitch coming into this one. And he's up 1-2 on Braden Moore, the number 3 hitter for Waukee, who drills one into center field, but it'll be hit right to Jack Romig. We've seen a lot of hard hit balls to the outfield on both sides that just go straight to these fielders. Not much else Braden Moore can do. Hard hit ball right up back the middle, but it's straight to Romig. So Ha retires the first batter he faces, and that brings up Ryan Lengeling, the DH. 0 for 2 with a hit by pitch here tonight so far. Ha throws this one into the dirt. It'll get behind. So it's 1-0. Swing and a miss here from Lengeling, who's been very good against Ankeny all year. That doubleheader sweep from Waukee on May 28th had a lot of success, including a home run and 5 walks in 2 games on May 28th for Langling. Tonight he is 0 for 2 though. Counts 2-1 for Ha. Throws one in there. Another nice pitch. Count goes to 2-2 with 1 out, nobody on here in the top of the 7th inning. Good breaking ball. Laid off by Ryan Langling, the DH. Senior. 3-2. Grounds one to the left side of the infield. Backhand play is made, and Willie cannot field it on the hop. So Langling will get on there, and well, whether you want to call it a base hit or an error, I think it'll be counted as a base hit though.
With the infield single.
So it's an infield single from Ryan Langling. That's his first hit of the evening.
Now batting for the Warriors, number 22.
Which brings up Pete Craig. Pete Craig's 1 for 3 with a bunt single in this one. Norman Ha, first pitch right down the middle.
Courtesy runner at first, number 14, Bennett Nielsen.
Bennett Nielsen will run for the DH, Ryan Langling at first. 1 out, 1 on for Craig, who pops this one into shallow right. It'll get down for a base hit. And so there are now runners on first and second for Waukee, who are in search of even more.
Right field, runners at first and second, 1 out.
So Wade calling time. Going to go talk to Ha here, the mound. Now he's running back, ready to go. Griffin Landholm up. Well, Landholm 1 for 3 with a single to right field in his last at-bat. Started 3 games pitching for Waukee this year, but a .286 batting average. Coming into tonight, there's 2 runners on for him here in the top of the 7th. Take strike 1 from Ha. Grounded hard on the ground, short, 6-4. There will not be a play made at first. Landholm has some wheels, so he's in there safely at first, but the force out is made at second. So Craig will go back to the dugout, and there are now 2 down, runners on the corners for Zach Randall.
On the 6-4 putout, runners at the corners, 2 outs. Brings up number 6.
Randall's 0 for 3, reached on an error earlier. Freshman catcher. So 2 on, 2 down. Pickoff attempt at first from Ha. Zach Randall, who's getting his 12th start here tonight. Takes one in the dirt. Landholm will go to second. No throw is made. We saw earlier Landholm score from third on a steal attempt from Randall. The throw is made by Wade to second, and Landholm came in to score from third. So this time Wade not going to make that throw. So now 2 in scoring position. Counts 1-0 for Zach Randall. Ha steps off momentarily. Randall takes ball too low. Ha to deal. Strike one for Zach Randall. Takes ball three outside. So this is the 32nd at-bat of the season for Randall. Has 3 RBIs coming in here tonight. And there's 2 in scoring position with 2 down, so it's a chance to increase that number. In the top of the 7th, and the Warriors have a 7-run lead. Norman Ha, 3-1. Strike 2. Count is full on Zach Randall. And Ha walks him. One wasn't very close, easily in the dirt. And so Randall heads over to first on a walk, which brings up Finn Faber.
Coming to the plates, number 3, Finn Faber.
And a little bit of deja vu maybe here for Ankeny. In the top of the 4th, Faber came up to the plate with the bases loaded. Turned that into a 3 RBI double. Bases clearing to left field. Two outs, bases loaded for Faber. Ha delivers strike 1. Oh, 1. Make that 0-2. Good pitch there from Ha. A lot of drop on that breaking ball. So Faber falls behind 0-2 now with 2 down. And this one almost gets back in the zone there, just inside. The 1-2. Just misses. Norman Ha cannot let Faber off the hook. From 0-2 to 2-2 now. There's the pitch. Skied high into shallow left. Shortstop will make the play. And that will do it for the top of the 7th. Norman Ha with the scoreless inning in relief. Yet the Hawks trail the Warriors still. 8-1, and the lefty Gavin Weinshank will look to finish off his complete game gem after this break.
My dad always said, if you take care of people, everything else takes care of itself. That promise has guided us since 1978. Since then, you've trusted us with first cars, family cars, fast cars, and the memories in between. Your journey, our promise, that's why we're here.
I know sports and extracurricular activities contribute to a well-rounded education. Every pass, play, and touchdown builds lifelong friendships and develops skills beyond the books. As an Ankeny mom, I've seen how important they are for success in the classroom and beyond. And as a realtor, I know that our schools are a big reason why people love to call Ankeny home. That's why I'm a proud supporter. Whether you're looking to make an upgrade, downsize, find the best backyard for your furry friend, or you get the point, I can be your guide through all things home. But first, let's cheer on our kids.
And welcome back here. It's the bottom of the 7th and the last chance for Ankeny to try to cut into the 7-run lead for Waukee. And I talked a little bit before that break about Gavin Weinshank coming in to complete his night, but he will be pulled and will not head out there for the 7th. So it goes down as a 6-inning, 3-strikeout, 2-hit, and 1-run. Great performance there from by Gavin Weinshank on the mound. In relief, it's number 11, Kyler Kaufman, who goes strike 1 there. Kaufman, the senior first baseman, first appearance of the year. Pitching-wise, at least, he has 13 at-bats and a 3.08 average at the plate offensively for Waukee. Coming in to close things out. This one's hitting to center field. The play is made out there by Matt Meeker, who covers ground quite easily out there. 1 up, 1 down for Kyler Kaufman.
Flies out to Meeker in center field for the first out of the inning.
And that was Drake Allison, the third baseman, which brings up now Austin Hands.
Now batting. Second baseman, number 22, Austin Hands.
Well, Ankeny's had 4 base runners in this game, and 2 of those have been Austin Hands on a single and a walk. He fouls up the first pitch of this at-bat. Counts 0-1 from Kaufman here to Hands. Hands swings and misses. Which makes the count 0-2 with 1 out and nobody on in the bottom of the 7th for the Ankeny Hawks. Kaufman just misses there. One, two. Swung on and missed. A strikeout in relief from Kyler Kaufman.
Strikeout for Kaufman for the second out of the inning.
2 up, 2 down. It's Austin Hans who goes down. And that'll bring up.
Coming to the plate, number 7, Quinn Summers.
A pinch hitter for Norman Ha, who we just saw pitch. It's Quinn Summers, sophomore. With 2 outs and nobody on. Takes ball 1 in the dirt. Summers, 36 at-bats, a .250 batting average, 6 RBIs. Starts a lot of games for Ankeny tonight, coming off the bench. And up 1-0 on Kaufman here, who hits the inside corner for strike 1. Ankeny down to their final out as they trail it 8-1 in the bottom of the 7th. And Summers pops this one up into foul territory on the left side. This one's low and inside. The count's 2-2 from Kyler Kaufman to Quinn Summers. And it's grounded to DeJesus at short, who fumbles it. That's a rare error for the future Hawkeye. Gavin DeJesus at short.
Summers to first.
Summers gets on.
Here by DeJesus. Keeps the inning alive for the Hawks.
And that keeps Ankeny alive.
Back to the top of the order.
Brings up leadoff hitter Easton Lowe. Lowe with his first home run of the season yesterday, but today hasn't had the same success, 0 for 3. Summers on first, Kaufman. First pitch is grounded right back to DeJesus, who bobbles it, but the play is made at second base, and that will do it from Ankeny tonight. It's 8-1. Waukee gets it done behind a huge night on the bump. Gavin Weinshank goes 7 innings, 3 strikeouts, and just 1 run allowed. earns the win as well. It was Finn Faber with the 3 RBI bases clearing double that broke things open in the top of the 4th. Waukee improves to 16-6 on the year, 10-4 in the CIML. Ankeny falls to 6-17 overall, 2-10 in the CIML. Thank you for joining us here on CISN. I'm Britton Morrow, been bringing you coverage tonight. Have a good night, everyone.
More Iowans drive Chevy than any other brand, and nearly 25% of the new Chevrolets sold last year came from the Carl Auto Group. Since 1978, we've exceeded expectations with an unbeatable selection and hard work that makes us your dealer for life. Come see why Iowans trust Carl Chevrolet, with locations in Ankeny, Stewart, and Webster City.
Your dealer for life. It's the car.